And so I think when you think of culture, are you creating an environment or an atmosphere where people can grow, where people can get better? Welcome to Coffee with Kevin. Yeah, that's where I would go when we talk about culture. It's a conversation we have a lot in the office and with teams and businesses that we work with. Is that culture is the atmosphere, and so think of culture like a greenhouse. And you, as the leader, whatever your role actually is, you as a leader are a gardener. The people around you, whether that's a team that you're leading or your teammates, they're all plants. And so it's, what does a plant need to thrive? Right? If you stick a plant under a table in the garage, it's going to die. It doesn't matter how good of a plant that was. You go buy a $500 plant at a local nursery and you stick it under a table and say, man, I hope that plant grows. It's not going to grow. You have to give it what it needs, right? You got to give it soil. You've got to give it sunlight. You've got to give it water. But how often do we do that to our people? Right? We hire A players. We hire all-stars. We recruit 5-star players. And then we just push them to the side and expect them to produce. We expect them to operate at a high level without giving them what they need to thrive. And so I think when you think of culture, are you creating an environment or an atmosphere where people can grow, where people can get better, where people are thriving? Or is it one where there's no accountability, right? Everyone's doing whatever they want to do and nobody's bringing real challenge? Maybe it's just this awkward culture where there's just a slow death. People can't really figure out what's going on, but something seems off. Or maybe it's one where people are just dead. Right? Like it's just always challenge, always pushing and striving and high expectations, and nobody feels heard or valued or cared for. And so I think it's, if we get culture from that perspective and see ourselves as a gardener, we understand, like, what does that person need to grow, and how can I give that to them? What do I need to grow, and how can I make sure that I'm getting it? So I think that this idea of culture as atmosphere works really well.